Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Zach Windahl, the author of the Bible study, and today I want to give you a sneak peek into what the Bible study looks like. This is the Bible study. There are two books. First one is the Old Testament. It is a one-year study of the Bible and how it relates to you. So opening up, we have a different layout. We have the different books in the Old Testament, and then diving into each book, you have the first intro page, which has the author, the date, the audience, the reason it was written, the theme, the key verse, sections, and key words. So the concept is to read this page first, and then throughout the week, you're gonna read the entire book of the Bible. So for this week, it would be Genesis. So you're gonna read page 1, you're gonna read all of Genesis on your own time, and then you're gonna go through the actual book and read the different content, and then answer the different questions as well. And so as you're gonna see, there's a bunch of colorful pages throughout to keep you entertained and focused as you're going through the questions. And then at the end of each book, we have a final thought section, which is really focused on how it relates to your life. So we have that exact same thing for every book of the Bible. Then once you get into, let's say, we'll get to Kings, for instance, we have a timeline. So for Kings, we have the kings laid out with the dates and if they were a good, bad, or so-so king, along with the prophets at the time and the events at the time. And the thing is to go through an entire timeline in order to keep this throughout as you go through the rest of the Old Testament, so you can always look back to it. So now as you're down here studying Esther, you can come into the book here and see exactly where Esther was located. And if you flip through, you can see every other book of the Bible, and the layout is the same for all of them. You have the main page, the intro page, you have questions, and you have a final thought section. And so that is the Old Testament. So book 2, we have the New Testament. So you go through the Old Testament first and then dive into the New Testament. But the layout's gonna be almost exactly the same. So once you get into, we'll look at the first book. So actually, we have maps of Paul's missionary journeys, his first, second, and third journey, and then you get into the books of the Bible. So we start with Matthew, exact same layout as before with the main page, and then diving into questions. And you have some designs throughout. This is one of my favorite designs in the whole book. It can be used as a coffee table book when you aren't even using it as a study, which is great when people come over to your house. They can see it on your table, they can ask questions about it and flip through on their own time. So as I said, it's 2 full books. They're around 250 pages apiece. And so that is the entire New Testament, ending out the study as a whole.